Lesson number 120 is about box and whisker plots. Our first question says to create a box and whisker plot from the following data set. Here we have numbers, and these are arranged numerically already: 18, 19, 21, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, 31, 33, and 35. Now, a box and whisker plot needs to have the following 5 things. The first thing we need to have is our lower extreme. And in order to find the lower extreme, we've got to find the smallest number that we have in our data set. We're going to take our lower extreme of 18, and we're going to plot it above our number line. So 18, just before 20, is going to fall here. That's the edge of one of our whiskers. Then we need to find our upper extreme. So our upper extreme is the biggest number that we have. That's 35. So we take our upper extreme, 35, and we plot it on the number line as well. That's going to be our bigger whisker, or our whisker for the largest number. Then the next thing we need to do is we need to find our median, or our middle number. So here we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 numbers. Since we have 12 numbers, we're going to have 6 numbers on either side. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That means our median is going to fall between 25 and 27. So our median, the average of 25 and 27, that must be 26. So 26, we're going to put another dot on our number line. That's our median. Now what we're going to do with our median is we're going to make a vertical line here. That's going to be the middle of our box. Next, what we need to find is our first quartile, or our lower quartile. And our lower quartile is the median of our lower half. So our lower half of data is right here. And now we need to find the median of all this in red. What is it? Well, hopefully you looked at it and you said there's 6 numbers. So I've got to find the median, which is going to be the average of 21 and 23, which is 22. So we'll plot that, 22. 22 is our lower quartile, goes here, and it needs another part of a box. And then we can go ahead and connect our whisker to our lower quartile. Now I bet you can guess what we have as our last piece for a box and whisker plot. We need our upper quartile. And our upper quartile is the middle, or the median, of our upper half. And if we find our upper quartile, please look carefully at our data in red and identify what our upper quartile would be. Since we have 6 numbers, we need to find the middle of 29 and 31. That must be 30. So 30, that's our upper quartile. We can make another line. We can connect the bottom of these 3. And we have our box. And then we can take our upper quartile out to our upper extreme, and we have our last whisker. This is a box and whisker plot, and we create it by arranging all numbers numerically, finding the lower and upper extremes, the median, the lower and upper quartile, which are the median or middle of your lower and upper half of data. Let's look at another one. Here we want to refer to the following box and whisker plot, this one in blue, to find the range, median, mode, and mean of the data set. So we've got our number line below. Whenever you have a box and whisker plot, you should have a number line. And then we've got all the data listed here. So 18, that's our lower extreme, and 35 is our upper extreme. 26 is our median, our middle number. 22 is the lower quartile, and 30 is the upper quartile. Now as we go through this, let's find the range. The range is the biggest minus the smallest. So we're going to have 35 minus 18. 35 minus 18, that equals 17. And we've got our first answer. The median. Well, the median is the middle number. Box and whisker plot shows that really nicely. Our median must be 26. The mode. The mode is the number that happens most frequently. Now, we can't tell what the mode is. we don't have all the data that's been collected. If we were to look back briefly at our last example, you can see we have all the data there, and we built our box and whisker plot. We've got all the data, and then we built our box and whisker plot. But the box and whisker plot only shows those few specific things. So this one, the mode, there's no way that you can know what the mode is. So for mode, we're going to have to put unknown or unknowable based on this data. And the mean. Well, to find the mean, you have to add up all the data and divide by the number of numbers. Again, all we have here are the lower and upper extremes, the median, and the lower and upper quartile. We don't know what all the data is, and we don't even know how many numbers there are total. So the mean is also going to be unknown or unknowable based on this data. And that's how we can report our answer. We'll practice more with box and whisker plots during our lesson practice, page 507. Make sure you've got your notes complete, and I'll see you during our next class.